Ashley here with another free therapy video. This one about the difference between defensiveness, explaining yourself, and being repentant. Now in my last free therapy video, I spoke about defensiveness. And at the end of the video, I mentioned that defensiveness kind of goes in line with a previous video I did about not explaining yourself to people. I don't want anybody who's watching this who's not a Christian to get all in a knot about the word repentant. I just mean it in the defined sense of the word, which is to feel sorry for something, to feel sorry for a fault. And there's two different kinds of sorry. There's a person who, when they are sorry, their sorrow comes from a true understanding that they hurt someone else. And they genuinely did not want to cause that pain, or they did want to cause that pain and then later realized that that was not the appropriate thing to be doing. The second type of sorry, that is when a person says they're sorry, but what they're sorry for is that they got caught. They feel sorry because there are consequences for their actions. So now let's talk about explaining yourself and being sorry, because the sorry I'm talking about is the genuine sorry, not that fake false foolishness that people try to pull over on you when they don't want to deal with the consequences of their bum foolishness, and you call them on the carpet and now they have to deal with the consequences of their actions and they don't want to. Not that foolishness. We're talking about genuine heartfelt sorrow, repentance. When a person's defensive and they keep explaining their actions, what they're doing is they're guarding against an attack or an accusation. They're putting up, remember I said it's like they're putting up all these walls. And you really don't have to do that unless you really are being attacked. Okay, and even then you should choose how long you want to defend against somebody talking foolishness to you, and you can hit them with something real quick and then, you know, that's enough of your time that's been wasted because time is short. And when you start going into why you did it and giving people all the underpinnings of your mental state and all this kind of stuff, you are just taking your power and just handing it. They control you. They just got strings on you and they just got you like a marionette going, right? It's not the same as telling somebody that you're sorry. When you have hurt someone and someone comes to you and says, "You have hurt me," you're not being attacked. You're being informed that you hurt them. There's a difference, okay? An attack is like an aggressive move towards you where you did not provoke this aggressive move towards you. But when you genuinely did something wrong to somebody, you should be quick to tell people, "I'm sorry." I have a huge pet peeve with people who are not repentant. What planet do you live on that you have never had to tell somebody, "I'm sorry"? Now I realize that it's embarrassing to realize that you're a human being and that you have faults like the rest of us. You just figured out last Thursday that you're not perfect. I know this is embarrassing, especially for some people because they have a lot of pride. People like to judge other people on their actions, but they want people to judge them on their intent. You didn't intend to hurt the person's feelings, but you did with your tongues of fire. You sliced them all upside the head person, right? So you cut them all down to size. They laying on the ground, bleeding internally, their ears hanging off and everything. And you don't want to say, "I'm sorry," because you didn't intend to hurt their feelings. So you know what the problem is. But then here comes somebody, they don't intend to hurt your feelings. You can't see their intent. They slaughter you all up and down. You need all kind of otomies and potomies to get you back together. And you sitting over there bunched up in the corner because you waiting on your "I'm sorry." No. Okay, you need to be a person who is apologetic, not overly apologetic for stuff you didn't do. That's that defensiveness foolishness. But when people truly bring you a genuine thing where you hurt feelings and someone is telling you, because you can't tell when you hurt somebody else's feelings, they can tell you. You can't tell when you hurt somebody's feelings, they tell you. And whether or not you intended to shoot somebody, sometimes when you lick off a gun, somebody gets shot. And you're not perfect. You are not perfect. I'm not perfect. And as sure as I have to go to people sometimes, tuck tail, humble myself, and say, "I'm sorry that I fill in the blank. And I did do that to you. And I don't want to do it to you again. And if you bring it to my attention, I will do my best to not have to happen again." That's how you foster a relationship. That's how you have a repentant spirit. Let me go back. Telling somebody why you did something is not telling them, "I'm sorry." Giving somebody your intent is not telling them, "I'm sorry." Ooh, I hate that. I hate that. Because what you did is you're telling me why you shot me. So I come to you and I say, "Ow, you shot me." And you say, "Well, the reason why I shot you is because this, that, and the other." What? Zip it. Okay? All of that is unnecessary. You need to learn how to zip it, Stop telling people why you do stuff all the time. Stop explaining yourself when you're defensive. Stop explaining yourself when you're sorry. Just stop explaining yourself. Nobody cares that much. If they cared, they will ask. Okay, and if they ask, then go ahead and tell them. I'm going to do a bunch of these free therapy videos in the upcoming year. And I don't want you guys to think that I have all the answers, because trust me, okay, trust me, I do not have all the answers. And some of these videos are going to be me just asking you guys questions about what you think. I hope that this really helps somebody.